Well, I'm heading out deep sea fishing today with a couple of my mates here, Stewie and Darren. Where are we heading, mate?
We're in the 36 fathom line off the Seaway, Tommo. It's northeast of the Seaway, straight off Jumping Pin Bar, and we're going out there hopefully to get some nice reef fish. If we're leaving early in the morning, we've got the best time of the day. Hopefully it's good out there. If the weather's no good, we're going to come back in, and I know a great little mackerel spot.
Well, we won't be wasting the day. Well, what about catching some fish, Stewie? You're going to do that for me?
Yeah, well, if we can't get any fish offshore, we're going to come inshore and we're going to try for some tailor with one of my new rigs.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Let's go, fellas.
Wow, well, it's a bit nippy this morning, but it's worth it. I think there's a little valve in the heart that opens and releases a feeling of well-being that surges through the body from head to toe. All you old sea dogs will know what I'm talking about. Clap your little peepers on that sunrise. Well, it's not long before the boys get us to their secret place.
Now, we're about 20 to 18 miles off the Seaway. I'm fishing with about a half a pound of lead. I've got a squid on the bottom hook and a hunk of pilly on the top. Now, I'm going to drop this in, and hopefully I'll get a fish before the other fellas get started. Darren, you've got a special rig for out here.
Yeah, Tommo, what it is a running ball sinker. I've got a 12, there's a fair bit of current around at the moment. 10 kilo line, 40 pound trace, set of 3 hooks. Whack the pilchard in our hand like this, such. Measure it out so it goes through the eye.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. And put this rig to the bottom and we bring it back off about 10 turns. The snapper loves to come up and grab a bait, and to do it this way where it's off the bottom, Tommo's fishing on the bottom, will cover all our bases.
Now, I've just hit the bottom. I'm hoping someone's going to grab that big lump of squid or pilly. Now, there's a little bit of swell out here today. It's about a metre, metre and a half. But you've got to get used to that if you come to sea. One good thing about a deep-sized boat like this one, you've got no chance of falling over. Usually when you get a short sides on a boat, there's a good chance you're hitting at the back of your knees and get head over turkey into the drink. This one you've got no hope. Somewhere good to hang on to. I think I'm getting a little nibble down there. No.
Yeah, I've got one. I'm on.
Into it, buddy.
Little dolly fish. Tommo?
Little dolphin fish.
Little dolphin fish. They're very good.
Colouring, aren't they?
Beautiful fish, Tommo.
Yeah.
Absolutely magnificent. I think we'll throw this one back. He's a bit small. You've got to be 45 centimetres.
45, aren't they?
45. Yeah, so we'll put this one back in the water and let him live another day. A nice little dolly though.
Look. Now I know why they brought the bush cook out here, because they wanted some tucker. And look what I've brought them. Eye fillet steak. This is what you call a steak sandwich. Eye fillet steak. I love it with a bit of mustard and tomato sauce mixed together. If I get it out. Oh yeah, look at that. The salt. And we put that together. Boom. How's that for a steak sandwich? Darren, hook into this, Darren.
Looks good, Tommo.
Joey, you want one?
Oh, cheers, mate.
Coming up. There, buddy. Hook that one into your tail.
The Tommo Sambo.
When fishing offshore, one of the worst things you have to contend with is the current. And these whales, I'm fishing with half a pound of lead and cannot hold bottom. I could put on more lead, or I could just keep letting line out. It's not a good way to fish, so we're heading closer to shore to a little reef off Palm Beach. Looking back to shore, the Gold Coast looks magnificent. King Neptune has sent us an escort, and wow, they've led us straight to a school of baitfish. We drop anchor and Stewie is the first one in and hooks up straight away. Red rock cod, or better known as bucket mouth.
They're not poisonous, they're alright.
You are wrong. This little fish is a member of the scorpion family and can give you a nasty sting. I know, because I've been hit a couple of times. The red rock cod, with its big mouth, lays camouflaged in the reef and ambushes anything it can swallow. Now, if you're really hard up for a feed of fish, the flesh of the red rock cod is quite edible. But be careful, as they can still sting when dead.
No, he's not. It's gone. Okay.
Oh, that colour there, colour.
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
he?
we got another little spotty.
Little spotty, yeah.
Come on. Let him. Oh, beautiful.
Some of these big enough, that fella.
No, I think he'll have to go back.
What a top dome.
Creating general havoc. Another spotty.
She's spinning.
Look at that.
Stewie's line screams, but alas, it's a big turtle.
I'll bring him in.
Stewie's been fishing with a big lump of squid, and the turtle's grabbed it.
Yeah, if you reckon you can.
Well, you just got snapped off too.
Oh, it's a bit on.
Yours was alright too, Tommo. I've seen that one.
It's a turtle.
Whack.
No line. You got any wire there?
Trev's got some.
Oh, they just bite it off. They're waiting for a bite.
We could cut the line, but this old girl may have line wrapped around her flippers. So we have to pull her in to make sure that she's not entangled in line. It's a good release. No line on the old girl, and we get the hooks back.
Beautiful. Hooks back. Hooks back. Nice release.
Is that mine?
Nice spotty mackerel. Now these blokes have got pretty big... These blokes here have got pretty big teeth. If I open up his mouth, you can see the teeth there. Wouldn't want you to get your fingers in there.
Yep, there I'm on. Hey. Go, you good thing.
I think we might get the net out for this one, Tommo.
Net for this one, what he's got? I better not get all. Oh, no, that's a good one.
Another nice mackerel.
You young blokes are out fishing me all together.
Stewie, you want to take that one?
Not sharp.
I'll just slide it. There's another nice little spotty mackerel. He's not bad.
Got a nice set of teeth, hasn't it?
Big choppers.
Just get a measurement on that one, Stu. Oh yeah, he goes 55 easy. One for the icebox. Throw this one back.
Give him a kiss. Those big
buddy.
teeth.
I like to kiss him. Nice little mackerel. Put him back for another day. Off he goes. Yeah, oh yes! Oh,
Go, Darren.
yeah, I'm up tight on that one.
We're obviously onto a big patch at the moment. Big patch of spotties.
Not bad for the Gold Coast, middle of the day.
Well, you'll see how I done it. I cut the net for all of our fish, and now I have to wait till I get a net for mine. Oh, look, I'll just swim him around for a while. That's okay. That's pros we can do
like
with
my
that. I had a net ready for every one of theirs, didn't I?
Yeah. I'll bring him to the service then.
How's your job, Tommo?
That's the biggest one of the day. What are you coming
Oh,
at?
it's not. You've got your own.
The biggest one of the day.
Yeah, I think this one might be.
Now, rather than take these back and throw all the guts in the bin, clean them over here on the beach. Just run the fillets off these. Just run it down the backbone. Beautiful. Then follow the bones down. Don't want to waste any of it. They're too precious. Now, mackerel is prized by all the fish shops. You know why? Because it doesn't shrink when it's cooked. Look at that for a fillet. Whoop, don't lose my fish. Look at that for a fillet. Isn't that beautiful? Give it a bit of a wash in the bucket. We might smoke these, I think. Oh, look at that. Clean that off. And look at that. Isn't that a beautiful fillet? Just about Tommo size for tea. Now there's nothing left on that. Well, you could take it home and make a bit of soup out of it. Or you can fold it up like that, put it in the freezer, and you've got 2 or 3 good crab pot baits. So you can go out next weekend and throw the pots in and end up with a mud crab or 2. Righto, what I'm going to do today is going to smoke some of this mackerel for the boys. And what I'm using is hewn pine. Now, a fella sent me this. He does a bit of furniture with the old hewn pine. You know you're not even allowed to cut hewn pine down now. It is protected. It only comes from Tasmania. And what they do use, it's got to be picked up off the ground. Could have been laying there for a couple 100 years. Anyway, he sent me a bit of this. Said, try it, Tommo. So I'm going to try it today. All I'm going to do is put a little bit in the bottom, the camp oven. Very simple way of doing it. A cake stand and then a cake rack on top of it. Put that in to keep it out of the sawdust. Good dash of honey. Looking good, Tommo. Wee bit of soya. And a good squirt of lemon. Now, one other ingredient, a little bit of Tom Thumb. These boys will like that. Don't want too much. Mix it all around. Looking good. Right, now, this mackerel in here, I've cut it up into long strips. As you can see, what I'm going to do is just paint it with that. Looking good. Starting to look forward to this myself. I'm getting a bit peckish. Right, we'll just take it to the fire and sit it on there. Now that won't take any longer than about 10 minutes to do. We're pretty lucky to be able to use a little boat like this because it gives us access to these remote islands. Today I'm up at North Stratty And we brought along our little tent, a couple of camp ovens, and we can spend the night here if we want to. We're going to spend the day anyway. And I don't know, it just gives me a feeling of freedom. Let's have a look at this mackerel. Oh, I think it looks good to me. I'll just have a little peepee-boo. Oh, yep. That'll do us. Right, now get it out of there without dropping it in the sand. That's going to be an effort and a half. No, look at that. How about that for smoked mackerel? Righto, let's bring it over here and serve it up to the boys. Righto. That looking good, Stewie?
Oh mate, it looks delicious.
Righto, let's get a bit off there. Whoop. Oh yeah, look at that underneath it. Try that.
Oh mate, with pleasure.
Oh, Darren. Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, Tommo. Looks great.
Smoked mackerel. Now that fish was only swimming in the ocean a couple of hours ago. You can't get any fresher than that. You don't even have to look at their eyes. Their eyes are bulging out. Mate, what would you give for that in the top restaurant?
For our next adventure, the boys reckon they know where we can have a couple of hours of fun. It only takes a short time for this great little boat to whiz us to the fishing ground.
Little party balloons. Who's nicking the tail?
Now I don't know a great deal about fishing for tailor with bait, but Stewie seems to be a bit of an expert. Stewie, how do we go about it, mate?
What we're going to do today is we're going to fish with a 4 gang. We use a 3 or a 4 gang depending on the size of the pilchard. If the pilchard's too small, obviously you can't use a 4 gang because your other hook's not going to sit anywhere. All we've got is we've got a 4 gang with 2 little small ball sinkers with a 30-pound leader up to a swivel and then onto your main line.
This little pilly's thawed out a bit now. You going to put this fella on?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him on, and as you know, as you've probably seen before, is you measure the loop at the top of the hook with the length of the pilchard, and you just make a little mark where the last hook ends. And then as you bait them on, you go down through the top, follow it up with your next one, and then so on and so on and so on till you get up to the head, and then straight through the eye.
Now that seems simple enough, Stewie. They tell me you've got another little secret thing you do yourself with a balloon.
That's it. We're going to use little party balloons, the same ones the kids use for their little water balloons. And all we're going to do, come with a little pump so you don't blow your tonsils up trying to blow them up all the time. Pump it up about that size, depending on the size of the fish you're going for. We're going for chopper tailor today, so they won't be too big, I don't think. That looks about right. And the beauty of this too is you can use a different coloured balloon for each rod you've got. So if you've got 4 lines out the back of the boat, you can use a different colour so you know which rod's which. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tie it onto the main line above the swivel, and the beauty of that is we can slide the balloon up and down the main line to vary the depth in what we're fishing in. And today we're fishing in about 7 metres of water, and what we're going to do is we're going to try sliding the balloon up about 3 metres into the water. So the bait is 3 metres down, so we should be right spot on where the tailor are running at the moment. They're not chopping up on the surface, they're somewhere down around the middle as what it's showing on our sounder. All we do is tie that onto the main line, like so. Drop him in, slide it up the line about 3 metres depth. we let him go out with the current. See, it'll fall out with the current, and if a tailor hits that, Bob's your uncle.
I feel like a big kid here, pumping up balloons. It's a Christmas party. I thought I was coming out fishing. Look at this. That'll do. I like yellow. Yellow's my lucky colour, so I'm actually going to kill them today. Right. Turn around. That's what I do, Stewie.
That's it.
I'll just tie that onto the line.
Tie it onto the line. There you go.
A neat little trick, isn't it, eh?
Oh, you're kidding. 2 seconds in the water. Nice. That's beautiful. Hey, we've only just put that out. We haven't even had a chance to get the other 3 out, and I'm already on. It's only going to be a small chopper, but that's what it's all about. Oh, a baby chopper. Yeah, he's only a little baby.
Right back.
Come out of there. There we go. Just a little baby chopper.
Beautiful animal, aren't they?
They are.
There's that lovely green they've got coming through here.
Pass me.
No, it's staying.
Yeah, Tommo's on. Oh, that little fella that he's on. What a bit of fun, eh? Well, come in here to Popper. Come to Popper. This balloon bit's a great idea. Hey, isn't that a great?
Top idea.
Well, I've never fished with a balloon before like that. I fished offshore with a balloon, rock fishing. Only little fella, but he's good. Still there, look. Oh. I think he's the sister to that last one. Only a baby. Now, just take the hook out. He's only just hooked in the bottom jaw. Beautiful little animal, look at that. But too small. So we'll release him too. Can't wait to get another one.
Look at the sounder. They're all over it.
Coming through, mate.
Yeah, there's a
Fish
big school coming through.
Bit better, mate.
Still not a terrific fish, Tommo, but he's better than nothing.
Maybe Danita.
Oh, look at that. They jump, they run. He's only a baby. Imagine what a big one can do.
Ah, there's another keeper. Time to cook the boys a feed. I'll just take a couple of fillets off these fish, and my feathery friends can have the frames. The pelicans become quite game, nearly taking it out of my hand. And the seagulls are putting in their claim too.
Now I've caught a couple of tailor and we've diced them up. Now what I'm going to do is just put a bit of curry powder in the bag with it. Put a bit more in, around about a tablespoonful. A little bit of salt. I stand them down there so they don't fall over in the sand. Now get it like that and shake it. So I want the curry powder to cover the fish. Let's have a look. Coated all over with lovely curry. This is the easiest recipe I know. Come down, I'll show you how to do it. This is just another way of using your camp oven. We haven't got a frying pan, but haven't we? We've got the lid. Boom, there it is. Get it level. One stick there in the road. That'll do me. Right, bit of the old greasy stuff. There she is. Good dob of that, not too much for a Tommo, don't get carried away. Oh, looking good to me. That is looking good to me. Now put the lid on, because the worst thing you can do on a beach like this is get sand in your good old spread. Right, now, just drop our fish on there like that. Oh, yeah. I forgot to bring any sugar, but I love a pinch of sugar when I do a curried fish. And guess what I found in the boat? A McDonald's one. Righto, that's all we wanted. Just a pinch of sugar. And look what happened to our cream in the boat. It all got squashed. But that's not going to hurt it. It's long life cream. Look at that. Whoa, beautiful. Get that off, Tommo. Oop. Oop. I'll get it on there in a minute.
Looks all right, Tommo.
And that Dewey's standing there with his tongue hanging out.
I got my plate ready.
Got your plate ready? And I've got to look after these young fellas. Look
I
at
think
this.
you'll have to come home with me tonight, Tommo.
No way. No way. Might be something else go with that. And
Look at that.
Tail are a great eating fish, fresh. They do not freeze too well. They sort of go mushy when frozen. Then again, I like all my fish fresh.
thanks, boys, for a great day.
No problem, Tommo. Anytime, mate.
No problem, Tommo. Let's do it again, eh?
Anytime you said, mate. I love a day on the ocean. So I'll be looking forward to another time. Hey, let's go and have a cold.
No problem. Let's
idea.
do it.